Okay, so we've got a 900 Ace Sea-Doo Spark, and we've removed the, sort of the car's driving by, we removed the, let's just change some spark plugs. So this one actually uses, the reason I'm posting this is because this is a little bit different of a spark plug. This is a CR8EB, and here's one of the old ones. So we're just gonna show you how to do one because there's three and they're all the same. So we're at about 90 hours. And we just bought this, so let's go ahead and do what's first. So we got the right spark plugs, we got three of them, and the first thing to do is, it's pretty simple. You take a Torx, and this was actually a, find in my pocket. So you'll need a T30 to fit into here and undo this. You don't need to undo this. You can see it just kind of hangs off to the side. For this one here, you need to take this oil pressure sensor off and just kind of leave it there. I put the Torx back, put the screw back in, just to make sure I don't lose it and make sure it doesn't fall into never end, the infinite well right there. So for the middle one, you'll have to undo this, but other than that, it's only the three Torx. And then what we're going to do, the first thing, we'll try to do this one-handed, is we're going to gap. So I called the dealer, and for this spark plug, it's 0.7 to 1 mil. So let's go ahead and gap this. Oh, there we go, I'll hold it. Let's do this. Nice and snug, perfect. And then what we're going to do is we have the old spark plug out, and we're just gonna put the new one in. And one-handed, I just picked this up because I was using those old, this is actually a magnetic spark plug socket. Look at that, it's unbelievable. So it's a 5/8 socket, and then this one's actually, you can move it around, which is really helpful. So we're just going to place it. This magnetic is so much easier. The one I've been using for since I was a kid was rubber. There's a rubber grommet in there, and it sucks. So if you can, grab the magnetic one. And it's so much easier to screw in, and it's so much easier to take the socket off, because the grommet one, which is right there, let me go grab it. Let's rock around. This is gonna be one of those videos where they see all the time where they keep it rolling. So this is the one with the grommet. Oh my gosh, this was such a headache trying to get that spark plug out of there. And I have a few different versions at home, and they're terrible. This magnetic one, I just picked it up. Princess Auto in Canada, unbelievable. All right, so we're just going to give it a quarter turn, like that, nice and snug, and look at that, boom. Next step, we're just going to place our spark plug thing, I don't know what the name is, back on, and then what we're going to do is, before I put the screw back in, I'm actually gonna put that, I'm assuming it's a pressure sensor, I'm gonna put that back in the hole, just to make sure I don't lose this screw down it. So this is gonna go back in there, that's not gonna work. Let's line this up. Okay, so we lined it up. Make sure I don't screw it up while we're filming. There we go. Tighten that down by hand. We'll put this one back in. So another Torx, the same screw essentially. Oop, don't lose it. The thing that you have to think that is important, you have to remove the top deck. And I think in the maintenance, it suggests removal of spark plugs at 100 hours or every year or two. Just double check it. We just bought this, so it's got 93 hours, so I'm gonna tighten that down a bit. Oh, I should have not done that. Let's tighten this a bit. Oop. Okay, didn't break that, we're good. So really where I should have started was, you gotta take this off. There we go there. Let's take the socket out so I can do it by hand. So I was showing you where you're headed. It's pretty simple though. This comes out, put this in your pocket or somewhere safe. Pull the wire out. There we go. Pretty simple. And there is the spark plug. We'll take our 5/8 fancy new magnetic socket. Do that. And we're gonna do this. We'll do it by hand. And back to where the video started. Anyways, hopefully it's helpful. Cheers.